Hello there guys and welcome, it's Niran here, and today it is time for some more FIFA 14 Aston Villa career mode. Today we are going to be playing two games. We're going to be playing Manchester United at home in the Barclays Premier League, and then our fourth Champions League game of this campaign in the group stages against PSV Eindhoven, the return leg. The first time we played them we drew 2-2 to gain 1 point in our Champions League progress. Last episode, of course, there was an absolute shed load of goals. First of all, we played Tottenham in that Barclays Premier League game, won that one 3-1, and then we beat Swansea 4-1 in the Capital Cup, the Capital One Cup even, round of 16. As you can see though, just going over November, it's an absolutely disgusting month. Got to play Man U, Barcelona, PSV, Manchester City, all kinds of horrors await us in this month. But here, I had to set up my Dutch national squad. Not many changes really. Jetro Willems coming into the side. To replace, I think it was one of the, Veergiver, to replace Veergiver. No real other changes. Robin, Schneider, Strootman, Wijnaldum, Ola John, Afellay, Van Ginkel, Meyer, Jordi Clasie coming in as well, and Luke de Jong coming in as an extra striker, with Luciano Narsing there, the other winger. But a really young squad, as you can see there. There are a few of the defenders that I missed the first time. Bram Neutink, Stefan de Vrij, and a few others. But now we're going to get into the first game of this episode, and that is against Manchester United. Now, we do actually have a decent record against Manchester United, to be honest. I think we've been beaten by them once. They beat us 3-2, I think the first time we ever played them in this career mode, back in Season 1. I seem to recall Ryan Giggs scoring in the 90th minute, a successful comeback for Manchester United that day. But the squad that will be playing against them, Zila in goal with Klein, Papadopoulos, Vlaar and Loughton in defence as per usual. Westwood coming in for the suspended Sebastian Roda due to an accumulation of yellow cards. Backley and Juricic were the wingers of choice today, with Christian Benteke, of course, the ever-present Belgian, up front for ourselves. So it was going to be a very hard game, let's be honest. Against Manchester United, we were at Villa Park. We would, in fact, get the first chance of the game. Benteke being set through a bit of a scuff shot, in all honesty, but De Gea making a complete hash of it, and the shot blocked there from Juricic on the line by Chris Smalling. But Manchester United then came back into the game and, in fact, would take the lead. Shinji Kagawa scoring in the 15th minute for his 6th league goal of the season. Unfortunately, my PVR sort of broke again, so I had to go on the replay. The actual replay, I had to manually do it to show that goal again. Sorry. Manchester United then went forward again, having taken the lead. Wayne Rooney there on the 41st minute, really causing Zila to smother over that. But we would in fact equalise. It was one of the most undeserved goals in history. Literally, after about the 10th minute, after that chance that was blocked on the line from Juricic in the first place, Manchester United bossed this one. To be honest, that's really bad defending. I think it may have been Raphael over on that other side, really just not aware of what was going on behind him there. But after that goal, the whole game changed. Juricic there testing De Gea, Benteke getting to the ball, he passes it back in for Backley, and one of the weakest shots of all time, basically straight down the middle of the goal as well, from Zachariah Backley, gives us a 2-1 lead. The comeback has been completed, having gone 1-0 down due to that Kagawa opening goal. But as you can see on the replay, the shot actually goes through the legs there of, I think it was Johnny Evans or Phil Jones, one or two, I think Johnny Evans, and that was what gave us a 2-1 lead. But after that, really, we just dominated the game. Juricic there forcing another save from De Gea. Delph then would do the same after being set up from Westwood. Great save there from the Spaniard in goal. From the resulting corner, I think it was anyway, De Gea parrying over, making a bit of a hash of it from Lacazette's header, who came off the bench. Grenier then as well, going very close to scoring what would have been one of the contenders for goal of the season. But our hard work finally paid off with Alexander Lacazette, the super sub, scoring to give us a 2-goal lead in the 76th minute and to make it 3-1. I don't know who he's celebrating there with. I have absolutely no idea why he's running around. But still, that gave us a 3-1 lead. As per usual, set up by Clement Grenier on the right-hand side. And a nice first-time finish there from Lacazette past David De Gea to make it 3-1, to make us look pretty comfortable. But that is not how it would end. In fact, far from it, because Van Persie there with the header 3 minutes later, set up, I think, by whoever's celebrating with him. I didn't quite see who it was. May well have been Raphael or Fabio, one or two. Really good first-time ball, but the marking there in the box was absolutely horrendous. That brought it back down to 3-2. A few minutes later, Lacazette went forward and forced yet another good save from Manchester United's Spanish goalkeeper, David De Gea, and from the resulting corner, it would fall to Charles Nzobia on that deadly left foot, and he would strike it from a good 20 yards out into the bottom left corner, as we saw it, to give us again a 2-goal cushion in the 84th minute. 3 goals now in 10 minutes, and Charles Nzobia there giving us a 4-2 lead. Just a ridiculous amount of goals have been going in the games we've been playing recently. I swear it's not on purpose. I'm not trying to concede so there's more goals or whatever. But again, after that, Manchester United came back with a bang, really. Carrick probably should have scored the header, but a few minutes later into injury time, and he did in fact get the goal to make it 4-3 in injury time. I don't know what I could have done to defend that. The free kick, I didn't show it because it would have taken a bit too long. But it wasn't really, it was a little bit iffy, let's put it that way, the free kick. I did actually get the ball, but it was one of those you could always see happening on FIFA. But I don't know why none of my defenders went for the ball, but still, we won the game 4-3, rather impressive to say one of our best midfielders was suspended for the game, being Sebastian Roda. Here are the ratings, though. Clement Grenier, the best player for us. David De Gea got man of the match overall, but Grenier getting an 8.5 rating, which was the best on our team. Delph and Juricic with 8.1s. Lacazette doing a great job having come off the bench, as well as Benteke and Zachariah Backley getting pretty good ratings as well. But as you can see now, after the game, we've got a player conversation back. Fabian Delph, who refused to sign a contract about 3 months ago game time, possibly, yes, about 3 months ago game time, has said that he decided to stay here. So we're not going to have to sell Fabian Delph in January, which is good, to be honest, because I didn't want to have to shift my team around a lot more. I'm already planning to make a few signings, so I didn't want to have to sell Delph as well, as of course Westwood and Bruma possibly being unhappy too. We're just going to go through a squad report, not much changing. Grenier up 2 so far this season, as well as Roda and Delph. Backley now up 3 to 79 stat. His growth is absolutely insane at the moment. Juricic up 2 now to 81. Benteke up 2 to 84. Bruma staying the same. None of the defenders really that we went through before, and Zila and the 4 defenders that I usually play at the back had any sort of change in terms of going up or down stats. Stuart Dwyer there up 2 now, 66. Meyer up 1. Ignatovic up 2 now, having played that other game the other day in the last episode of his career against Swansea. Romagnoli up 1 now. Ake up 2 to 72, the man on loan from Chelsea. Bacuna up 1. Lacazette staying the same, as well as Ender Stevens. Gardner up 2 now to 74. Westwood up 1 to 75. Burke up 2. Johnson up 2. Mason Bennett up 2 to 67. Then Bowery up 2 to 66. Grealish as well up 2 to 68. And then Samir Carruthers and Jordan Graham, who also goes up 2 there in terms of the guys on loan. A few decent players there out on loan who might come back and actually have some sort of purpose in the side next season. But here is how things stood in the Champions League group stage going into this next game against PSV Eindhoven. Barcelona leading the group stage, as you would expect, by 3 points over ourselves in second place. And Spartak Moscow, actually interestingly, in third place, holding that Europa League round of 32 spot in front of PSV Eindhoven. So we're actually playing bottom of the group in this one. It didn't really feel as if it should be based on the first game that we played against these guys. One of the hardest games I've played in a while. How we got a draw out of that is beyond me, but still, the return game, if you like, at Villa Park, our second home game of the episode. Zila there, Klein, Papadopoulos, Vlar, Lowton, Grenier, Roda coming back into the side there with Delph. And I didn't see the wingers. I think I pretty much left it unchanged. I think Juricic and Backley and Benteke were all still the same. But what was also the same was the first goal, because Filip Juricic scored a pretty much identical goal to the one that gave us the equaliser to make it 1-1 in the Manchester United game. Literally on that left-hand side with his left foot, blasting it across the goalkeeper to make it 1-0. That was literally the first chance of the game, his 13th goal in all competitions in the 18th minute. Again, the defender quite slow to react. Jeroen Zuid, someone who we thought about buying instead of Robert Zila back in last January there, getting a hand on it, but nothing much. He got a little bit more purchase, though, on that header from Christian Benteke from the corner. At the 37th minute, Roda then would cut inside, and for us, another good save from Zuid. The clearance was deflected. Roda wins the header. It falls for Benteke. His shot is then blocked, and it falls for Juricic. Finally, all that harrying of the PSV goal paying off to make it 2-0. To be honest, we did kind of dominate the first half of this game, so it wasn't a real surprise that we took a 2-goal cushion into half-time after the 39th minute. We would get another chance, though. Juricic playing forward Delph, and he would go for the first time striking with cannon off the crossbar. Really good strike, and the clearance there. A bit of a haphazard way of doing it. But as per usual, we just couldn't keep a clean sheet. It's sort of my fault. It's sort of the AI's fault, because I brought Papadopoulos out, but he sort of went to do the offside trap, but Vlar and Klein didn't, and Klein almost got there to block the shot, but Jurgen Locadia would make it 2-1, blasting it past Zila. He got very close there. If he'd gone for a header, he would have actually scored that, but he went for the bicycle kick, and the shot was blocked. We went forward straight away, Juricic then forcing the save from Zuid. It would fall for Fabian Delph, and Juricic, for his hat-trick, would get his head on it in the 73rd minute to restore our 2-goal cushion. I don't know how many times that's happened this episode in both games, but a really good header running onto it. Nothing Zuid could do about that, or Zuid, your own Zuid, in fact, in the PSV goal. But as per usual, we would go on to concede one of the most stupid goals of all time. Unfortunately, the replay sort of spazzed out a little bit. I would show it you, but even the view replay part wouldn't let me show it you. Basically what it was either Hiljemark, no, not Hiljemark, because Hiljemark scored the goal. Ola Toivonen went forward, blasted it across the box, and Hiljemark put it in. It was really bad defending for myself. I got caught out a bit premature on my stand tackles. Juricic, though, got man of the match with that hat-trick, 9.7 rating, as well as good ratings for Roda, decent one for Bakley, and then Delph and Benteke getting good ratings as well. In the other game of the group, Spartak Moscow actually beat Barcelona, which might sound good for us, but actually isn't that good at all, because it means that it's a lot closer for second place in the group. But still, here is the Premier League table. We remain top on 21 goal difference. That's incredible compared to last season. I think that's better than we were last season combined. We've got 7 points over Chelsea in second, and it's Spurs. West Brom, they're still in fourth, doing a great job in front of Man U, Liverpool, Manchester City and Arsenal. Decent start to the season for Swansea and Fulham. They're 9th and 10th. In the relegation zone, Wigan and Stoke, they're 18th and 19th. Leicester really far adrift now on just 2 points there down at the bottom of the table. Minus 20 goal difference after 11 games, which is quite horrendous. And just outside the relegation zone sit Reading, who we have to play later on this month, Southampton and Hull City, who we also play next episode. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Career Mode. Lots of goals. Like and subscribe if you did, and comment about enjoying it if you enjoyed it that much. I know there's been a lot of action. I don't know if you guys like that. Tell me in the comment section below. I'm guessing you will. But still, I just want to hear your opinions about how to improve the series, as per usual. It's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Hope you have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.